invited us here to the Eventi Hotel to find out how to discover our skincare needs to having flawless skin. And it's going to be hosted by Dr. Fran Cook-Bolden. I'm so excited to be here. Let's go inside and find out more. So first of all, we want to go into a little bit about the physiology of skin of color and what makes skin of color unique and what makes it different. And two of the main things that make skin of color different is its reaction to certain things in the environment, and that encompasses not only pigmentation, so the way our skin reacts to irritations, to things we use on our skin, to the environment, to the sun, the way it reacts to the sun, but another area is also the way that it heals, our collagen cells, how we heal. Those are two of the most important and different things about skin of color. So I'm here with Dr. Fran Cook-Bolden, celebrity dermatologist, board certified dermatologist. You're known, worldwide known, for giving great advice on skincare for women of color. How are you?
I'm doing well, Nicole. Thank you so much for having me.
Did you like that introduction?
I did.
Good. So you know what? You really know everything about really how to maintain great skin, and especially for women of color. Tell us, you know, as we age, what's the changes? How do you really take your skin from your 20s to your 30s to your 40s? What are some methods in really having a great beauty regimen?
Well, you know, I think it's really important to try to keep your beauty regimen simple. And, you know, as we age, we start to have different concerns. So when we're younger, when we're in our 20s, we're breaking out a little bit more. So we need things to kind of focus on those breakouts and also keeping the skin tone even. Whatever age you are, I include a gentle moisturizer, a gentle cleanser, and sun protection. If you have special needs, again for the younger age group, we want an acne product if you're breaking out with acne, but make sure you choose these products based upon your skin type. As you start to mature a little bit, skin of color is very lucky because our pigment protects us from that aging process. But it doesn't mean we can't stay young forever.
Right.
So you definitely want to continue using your sunscreen and make sure that's a key component of your skincare regimen. But then you may want to start adding something in that's going to keep your skin tone even and still have an anti-aging property such as a retinol or even a vitamin C. So that accomplishes two goals. It helps us to keep our skin tone even. It can help actually prevent breakouts and improve breakouts. And it has anti-aging properties. Skin of color really doesn't need to dive into those heavy-duty anti-aging products until we're like in our 50s or 60s.
Oh, wow.
Then you start to use your pentapeptides and your growth factors.
So those are very important items to have as well.
Those are important items to have, but really, in skin of color, you can wait till you're, I would say 50s. You can wait till your 50s, or even your 40s, you know, if you want to get some guarantees. But if you're really consistent with a gentle cleanser, a sunscreen, I can't say it enough.
Yes,
sunscreen, and finding one that you love. So if you keep that in mind, you've been doing anti-aging the whole time by using your sunscreen.
Now, I noticed that you're talking about sunscreen and how important it is to have it. Now, is it as important in the winter months as well?
Absolutely. Very often, Nicole, we get more sun exposure in the winter, especially if it's snowing. The sun actually bounces off the snow, the reflection, and really can intensify the beams towards us, towards our skin. And so you can get even more, sometimes greater sun damage without even knowing it. So it's very important to use a sunscreen in the wintertime.
More reasons not to like the snow. Do we need that?
I know, but you know, I'm from the South, so we kind of like to have the snow.
Oh, you like the snow?
Very often.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, you know, know what, also another great question I would like to ask you is, you know, when it comes to hair removal,
yes,
it's very important to know what works for women of color. I know there's laser treatments and there's so many different devices that you can use to remove the hair. What do you suggest?
So we actually have a lot of different options, Nicole. There's nothing wrong with shaving, tweezing, electrolysis, depilatories, as long as they don't cause you problems. If they start to cause you to have hair bumps or discoloration, then that's not the method for you. Hair removal laser has been terrific. When hair removal laser was first developed, there were challenges for skin of color because the lasers were too intense and they could damage our pigment.
And it hurts.
And it hurts, absolutely, especially with those initial devices. Now devices have been developed that take the pigment into account and can look past the pigment and focus directly at the root of the hair and provide enough heat directly to the root, bypassing our pigment cells to damage that root. So the number one important thing when you're looking into hair removal is making sure that the device is one, the laser is one, that can accommodate skin of color. And certainly the person that's doing it for you has lots of experience with skin of color. It's an awesome procedure.
Wow. Now what about visiting a dermatologist? I know growing up it wasn't as important years ago, but now it certainly is seeming like it's something important for every person.
You know, it is very important, not only because of the number of skin issues that we have and things that can be done for them, but the rate of skin cancer and skin of color is rising at an alarming rate. And so it's really important to be cognizant of what's happening to your body from head to toe. If you're getting any new moles, if you're getting any new growths, and those things do happen. Those things happen as we mature. But you want to look at potential abnormal features, abnormal shapes, abnormal sizes, abnormal colors, things that look different than the other moles on your body, or things that appear and grow rapidly.
Almost like self-examining?
Absolutely. You definitely need to stand in a mirror, don't be shy, and self-examine.
Check it out.
Absolutely.
Now, okay, this is my favorite part of the interview.
Yes.
Tell me 3 things that are must-have in every beauty closet.
Well, I'm going to kind of start from the bottom and go up.
Okay.
Number 1 is your sunscreen. You need to find the sunscreen that you love. Now, you can actually use your sunscreen as your moisturizer, and that can be 2 products in one.
Okay.
So if you can find a sunscreen that gives you the right amount of moisture, then that's the most important thing.
And saving money.
Exactly, saving money and time.
Yes.
The next is a gentle cleanser. Many people don't cleanse the skin, but it's a harsh world out there full of all kinds of things and free oxygen radicals. And so we do, when we come in and we start to pamper our skin, want to use a gentle cleanser. You don't need to rub and scrub ever. So if you're using an exfoliating cleanser, you want to use something that's very, very gentle, that has exfoliating beads in it that are very gentle.
That feels good.
Something that feels good, absolutely. Pat your skin dry, and then in the morning, put that combination moisturizer, sunscreen, and we cut it down to 2 products.
Wow, there you
Cut it down
go.
to 2 products. Now, if you have a special need, if you're dealing with acne, if you're dealing with anti-aging issues, pigmentation issues, then that's when you can add that 3rd product to address that concern.
Well, you know what? You have been just a chock full of knowledge. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for talking to me and my viewers